Good day to you, friends. I'm Professor Sanjeev Kumar Mahajan, paper coordinator for Economic and Financial Administration. I'm going to present the outline of the course for which you have enrolled yourself. Now, this course is going to be 12 weeks program consisting of 25 modules. Now, these modules have been split into week-wise program for your own convenience. So which means the whole course is divided into 12 weeks. In the first week, we are going to discuss two modules. First one is economic administration, its meaning, nature, and scope. And the second one is financial administration, its evolution, meaning, scope, and its importance in the field of public administration. Now, these two courses will be studied in first week. Then comes the second week where we'll be talking about financial administration, basically the principles of financial administration. The first part we will be covering meaning, scope, importance. In this, we are going to discuss the financial principles of financial administration. Then the next is budgeting and principles, where we'll be talking about the concept, the principles which govern the budgeting process, followed by next module, which will be budget instrument of economic development and management. Now, in this, we are going to talk about how the budget helps in economic development and how it is to be managed so that the policies discussed by the government from time to time and the fruits of the policies when implemented should reach to the grassroots level or the lowest of the lowest strata in the country. In the third week, we are talking about the Ministry of Finance, the importance of Ministry of Finance, the composition, and how the Ministry of Finance works through various departments under it. So in detail, we'll be discussing the individual departments in the Ministry of Finance. And then we'll be talking about budget preparation and execution of budget in India. Now, while how the budget is prepared, what all is to be taken care of, what is the format, and then how it is to be executed, these things will be discussed in detail in this module. And the next module will be enactment of budget. Now, in enactment of budget, how the budget is finally carried out or implemented, that process will be discussed in this week. So, in week 3, we'll be discussing 3 modules, and in week 4, we'll be discussing 4 modules. One is performance budgeting, another is zero-based budgeting, outcome budgeting, and gender budgeting. Now, these are different types of budgeting which we are going to discuss. And then in the 5th week, we are going to discuss program planning budgeting system and the parliamentary committees. Now, in parliamentary committees, we'll be discussing only the financial committees, that is estimates committee, public accounts committee, and committee on public undertakings. Now, in 5 weeks, we'll be discussing all these modules. Based on this, in the 6th week, we have proposed a project work for you people. You will be studying as a kind of a case study where you actually talk about budgeting process being followed, maybe in your local municipality or maybe panchayat, whatever it suits you, maybe an organization. Now, this will be comprising of a small report which you have to prepare, what you have learned in the last 5 weeks. The 6th week, the basic purpose is that to make you aware and acquaintance with the budgetary procedures being followed in the country. In the seventh week, we are going to discuss the center-state financial relations only, because under center-state relations, we talk about other relations also, legislative relations and other relations, but we'll be concentrating on financial relations. And then we'll be talking about uh, finance commissions since independence. Now you know that we till now we have completed, we have reports of 14 finance commissions. So in this, how the finance commission was established, the evolution of it, what all issues it talks about, how it talks about allocation of funds, etc., will be discussed in this. In the eighth week, we are talking about accounting and auditing, because that is the most important part, to see where we'll see whatever money is allocated to the individual organization, ministry, or department, whether that money is properly appropriated according to the laid down procedure, or money which is available to them is being spent on the schemes for which it was meant. So accounting and auditing will take care of that. So accounting, we are talking about to maintenance of accounts. That means from where the money came, where it was spent, penny wise, we are keeping a detail of it. Auditing, we are talking about examination of the amount which has been spent. And in eighth week, we'll be also discussing Comptroller and Auditor General, its role, its function, how it carries out its activities in detail. And the next week, that is week number 9, we will talking about tax administration in India, how the taxes are levied, collected, and what is and why we collect taxes. That will be discussed. Then the next module is on Reserve Bank of India. That, as you know, this is the apex bank of the country, which is primarily giving directions to the monetary policies and fiscal policies being followed in the country. In week 10, we'll be talking about the agencies like Industrial Development Bank of India, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. Now, how these banks help in disbursement of loans and uh, funding of different projects in any area, whether it is agriculture, industry, or any other activity. And in the 11th week, we talk about how the plans are formulated, that is, plan formulation and implementation, how the plans are formulated, what are the criteria for formulation of plans, and how it is to be implemented. As you know, the plan is a long-term process, is a long-term uh, situation. So how and what we have to do in this, that will be taken care of in this. In the last and the next no, next module is on Niti Aayog. Now, as you know, Niti Aayog is basically an agency at the central level which is concerned with the policy formulation, but with discussion with the different states of the country, all the states rather, and union territories, and according to their need and requirement, the policies are initiated. And lastly, above all is we have a National Development Council, which comprises of uh, the total states, union territories, and the central government, uh, and initiates the process of giving direction to the policy making. Now, my friends, this is how we have planned this course on economic and financial administration for you. And the last week is meant for your examination preparation, what we call it examination preparation week. For your convenience, in this program, we are going to provide you e-text about each module which we have discussed. And for your own for convenience and further readings, we have also given web references and suggested readings that will be provided with each module. And in the last quadrant, we have given certain questions, MCQs, that is multiple choice questions, or true and false statements. Uh, that is for your convenience to learn more and how you can further have an in-depth knowledge about the subject. So, my friends, we this course has been divided into every module has been divided into four quadrants. The first quadrant is e-text. Second quadrant is your PowerPoint presentation. For convenience of you people, we are also providing you PowerPoint presentation of the module so that it becomes easier for you to understand and learn uh, most in a most effective manner. And third, as I said, it includes glossary of the major terms which are used in each module, along with readings, suggested readings, and web references. And in the last quadrant is your MCQ, that is multiple choice questions or true or false, so that you can make your own assessment about the module, whether you have easily understood or you need further improvement in that. This is how the course was designed for the suitability of each one of you. Thank you very much.